I was recently in Seoul over the Easter weekend, much like most of the Hong Kong population, and while I was there shopping, I was really impressed by the selection of perfumes and other fragrances available there, including those from smaller independent Korean brands, bigger, more popular Korean brands, and also celebrity perfumes that I had never seen before in Hong Kong, such as Sabrina Carpenter's. And of course, I had to bring some back, so I have 4 perfumes and 1 mist with me to share with you today. The first brand I have 2 perfumes from is holibanum, which I found in luviang. From the moment I smelled these 2 perfumes, I just knew that I wanted them. I have here Summer Break and Strawberry Haze, and I found them in the big luviang store in Seongsu. They were for a really good price, about half price compared to their original price on their website, and I was told by the staff there that this price and also the products themselves were only in that one store. I cannot verify because I didn't go to every single luviang, obviously, but I was ready to buy them on the spot on the first day that I was in Korea, but I was told that they were sold out on that day. However, luckily, 2 days later, I went back again to try my luck, and my friend and I managed to get them because they were restocked, so I was really, really happy with that. I'll start with Summer Break because it is a peach fragrance and I absolutely love peaches. What's interesting about holibanum's fragrances is that they don't have different notes listed on their website, just a main note for every perfume, it seems. So for Summer Break, the main note is obviously peach, and it's described as like relieving oneself with a summer classic peach iced tea. I kept the box of each fragrance to show you how they look, but all of holibanum's perfumes have the same packaging, so same box and pretty much the same bottle, just with different text. So you can see here it's Summer Break, and it is 30 ml. Let's give it a spray. It smells so much like just fresh, juicy peaches. And in particular, you can smell flat peach, which is, I guess, my favorite type of peach actually, because they're so sweet and just reminiscent of summer. So I guess the name Summer Break makes so much sense, but it's generally just such a fresh, delicious scent. You can smell that slight tea scent as well, as it's described as being like peach iced tea. 100% recommend it to anyone who loves the fragrance of peaches, especially if you get it for the price I got it for, so in luviang Seongsu. Next is Strawberry Haze, which has exactly the same packaging, just with Strawberry Haze on the bottle instead, but I'll just open it for you. Strawberry Haze. So let's give this a spray. So what I remember about this perfume is that at luviang there was a display for holibanum, and each perfume had its own complementary image to represent what it smelled like, and this one had just the image of red strawberries. But the first time that I sprayed and smelled this perfume, or what was left of it because the tester was quite dry, was that it reminded me so much of white strawberries, that kind of tangy smell that is a bit different to red strawberries if you've ever smelled white strawberries or tasted them. But yeah, it smells like a mix of red and white strawberries because it has that kind of tanginess of the white strawberry smell and the sweetness of red strawberries. It's just such a nice strawberry fragrance. And I feel like a lot of strawberry fragrances have a risk of smelling very artificial, more like candy strawberry. For example, Flower Nose Strawberry Milkshake, which just smells like strawberry high chew candy to me. But this one makes me think of fresh strawberries at a market. It just smells so fresh and real. Now if I layer it with something like this, I'm sure it smells like delicious strawberries and cream. Yeah, this is a good combination. I'm sure if I layer the same perfume with Summer Break, I'll get a peaches and cream kind of fragrance too. Sorry, I forgot to read the description on the website, but it says that Strawberry Haze is the delightful fusion of sweet, fresh strawberries infused with a subtle, smoky scent of freshly stepped on dry tree twigs. I don't really get the dry tree twig smell, but I definitely get fresh strawberries. The next brand I got some perfumes from is Afterglow, which I also found in Olive Young, but not every Olive Young had the same brands. So I actually ordered from Lotte Duty Free app. So with this app, I could collect the ordered items after immigration at the airport, since I didn't really have time to go back and find them in an Olive Young store again. The first perfume I got is Love Potion, and it is 25 ml and it comes in this quite nice box, but the perfume itself is fairly small. But yeah, I found this one in an Olive Young and I decided to spray it on myself, and the smell lasted on my wrist for quite a while and it was really nice. It's just a nice light sweet fragrance. So I kept thinking about it and wanted it before I left Seoul, so I ended up ordering it on Lotte Duty Free. But yeah, here it is. So here is the bottle. Love Potion, and it has on the bottle that it's a cherry floral musk. Afterglow does have notes for their perfumes on their website, and Love Potion is described as a captivating fruity scent of sweet pear juice and rich cherries. And the notes are top notes, pear and tangerine, middle, cherry, rose, orange blossom, and then dry down, vanilla, amber, and musk. I'm going to spray it here. My rolled up sleeve has left my arm looking a bit wrinkled. The light cherry fragrance comes out immediately and it's just a very pleasant fragrance. I can't imagine it causing much offense, but I know that perfumes are very subjective. But yeah, you can definitely smell the cherry coming out along with slight floral fragrance. But I don't get much amber from it, personally. Yeah, after a while you kind of get that vanilla fragrance. I think it's just a very likable fragrance that would suit spring and summer. So I'll be reaching for it quite a bit, I think. I feel like cherry is such a difficult fragrance to get right, but this one is nice and wearable, I feel, without having that medicinal cherry to it. It's not realistic, but it's pleasant, very pleasant. It's a very nice perfume. And if we are talking about cherry fragrances, here is one that I do not like. Next I have a blind buy from Afterglow, which is Sugar Floral. Again, the bottle is in the same shape, but it has different colours. It's described as being a peony, vanilla, blackcurrant, peach fragrance. Afterglow describes Sugar Floral as the sweet scent of peaches surrounded by flowers, and then it has the notes listed. So top notes, lemon, blackcurrant, peach, middle, peony, rose, jasmine, and then the dry down, musk, woody, vanilla. I think I wanted to give this a try because the words vanilla and peach just automatically call me, but I will give it a spray and then try to describe what I get from it. The floral comes out very strongly, but I mean it is called Sugar Floral with more emphasis on the floral side of the perfume. Actually, I do get the kind of citrus scent from the lemon in it, but I don't really get much peach and blackcurrant, I feel. Sorry, I'm just holding my elbow. No, I do get the different fruits in this. So lemon, blackcurrant, and peach. I do smell them. They kind of blend together into a nice mix. It is a fruity, sugary, floral fragrance, as the name suggests. It's very pleasant. Yeah, just like Love Potion, it's a very pleasant fragrance, very wearable. Doesn't make a huge statement, so it's not likely to cause offense. It's possibly more floral than I would normally go for, but it does smell really nice, and I don't think that anyone would particularly hate it. Here are the bottles together if you wanted to see them together. The last brand that I got a fragrance from is Bibiang, and I got this hair and body perfume mist. I got the fragrance Luviang, and it has the notes listed on the side. It has the top notes iced tea, flat peach again, yeah. Middle notes love, L-U-V, love, white peach and mugue, lily of the valley. And then base notes, musk and peach water. So it's just a very peachy fragrance. Once again, I love peaches, and I got this one on the first day in Seoul. I guess not as a compensation because I couldn't get summer break, but because I really genuinely love the fragrance of this. And besides, I like to use a mist as like a room spray or to spray it on my hair, as intended. So a mist is 100 ml. The brand does have a lot of nice actual perfumes too, and I had the privilege of smelling a lot of them. The staff were very kind, but in the end, my favorite was luviang because I love peaches, so I ended up getting just the mist. This I like to spray on my hair, so I'll just do that and I'll smell amazing with all the perfumes on me mixed together, as well as the mist. I still have this card that represents luviang, and on the back it says, soft white peach scent, created and formulated by bibiang. With all of my love, this soft white peach scent is dedicated to luviangs. It feels like a fresh, soft white peach that is sweet, pure and innocent. And I feel like that is a very accurate description of what it smells like. And it does say that it has like slight floral and there's a base note of musk, but it just smells to me like a fruity, yeah, just a peachy tea. But yeah, if you're looking for something cheaper, bigger, but also lighter, I definitely recommend luviang. It smells really good. So here are all of the fragrances I got in Seoul. I'm pretty satisfied with everything that I got. Among the 5, I feel that the holibanum perfumes are my favorite. I was just ecstatic when they were restocked on the last full day that I was there and had to get them. But if you're looking for something lighter, then I recommend the other ones, as these two do feel more intense when you spray them. But I feel that in terms of longevity, holibanum and Afterglow perform similarly. But then, yeah, if you're looking for quite realistic fruity fragrances, then go for these two if you're in Seoul. But if you're looking for something lighter and more complex, yet still long lasting, then Afterglow I recommend. And then finally, something that you can use in your room or just as a light fragrance on your hair and body, then give bibiang a visit. Those are my thoughts on the fragrances I got in Seoul, but if you're a fan of any other Korean fragrance brands, please let me know, as I'd like to check them out the next time I'm there, or even see if they're available in Hong Kong. I did stop by Tambourines when I was in Seoul, but none of the fragrances were of my personal preference, but I definitely understood why a lot of people love them because they were very complex and evidently very high quality from what I smelled in store. But yeah, if you have any thoughts on the perfumes I got or any recommendations for other brands or specific fragrances to check out, please let me know. But until next time, bye!